been so busy, I haven't even been able to make a proper YouTube video update for the Walker case. But as you may have seen, yesterday the federal court issued a ruling against us in the Walker case, and essentially dismissing the case, granting summary judgment against us, and closing the case subject to our right to an appeal. So now, absolutely, we are going to appeal to the Fourth Circuit, because if you read the ruling, which has been posted in full on my blog at civilrightslawyer.com, what I had suspected was going to happen has happened. You have a county in West Virginia, Putnam County, who was the first county to declare themselves to be a so-called sanctuary county, for the Second Amendment sanctuary county, which obviously is a joke. And this happens to be the most apparently anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment county I have heard of in recent times. In their briefing materials to the federal court in the Walker case, instead of admitting responsibility for what they were caught doing, and that is stopping and IDing an open carrier in an open carry state when the law says you can't do that. Instead of admitting that, they went on an attack against so-called AR-15s and so-called assault rifles, in complete ignorance of what it means to be a so-called Second Amendment sanctuary. They've attacked anyone and everyone who owns an AR-15 style rifle, which is now the most popular and widely owned firearm in the United States by Americans. They've attacked it as the tool of mass shooters. That you're a criminal, a police officer can legally consider you to be a suspected criminal if you are in possession of an AR-15. And so now we have a court order from this Second Amendment sanctuary county that talks about how evil AR-15s are, or how dangerous they are, and that there's no reason to have one for self-defense, and that you can't, no citizen could go hunting with one. And especially if you're wearing camouflage pants, that you really are especially suspicious. And it just blows my mind that where did this stuff come from but from the lawyers from the Second Amendment sanctuary, so-called, who are attempting to go around the West Virginia legislature, who has declared that West Virginians, that mountaineers are always free, that we can have AR-15s, that we can open carry firearms, that we can concealed carry firearms. They've gone around the state legislature, and they've gone to the federal judiciary to ask them to create new anti-gun regulations dealing with the AR-15. That if you have an AR-15, there's no legitimate self-defense purpose for it. It's a tool of mass shooters, and therefore police can consider you to be an armed and dangerous criminal and can disarm you, get your ID, run a background check on you, and so on and so forth. And if you watch the video from that case, you'll see how the police in that particular county treat individuals. And I'm not going to repeat what he called my client Michael Walker twice, and faced no discipline for it. No discipline according to his own words. Can you imagine that? Putnam County, West Virginia is not a sanctuary for anything but tyrants. What would Thomas Jefferson, what would Patrick Henry, what would any of them say, our founding fathers, if they saw the kind of jackbooted thuggery that's happening in Putnam County? I'll leave that for you to decide for yourself. But take a look at the ruling that's on our website and understand the fight that we now have to look forward to, where your Second Amendment sanctuary county is now attempting to overturn probably one of our only really good Second Amendment cases that we have in the Fourth Circuit, and that's United States versus Black from 2013. that protects people open carrying in open carry states, specifically West Virginia, according to the judge who wrote the opinion. They are trying to overturn that opinion, which is really our greatest protection here in the Fourth Circuit, which is West Virginia, Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, and South Carolina, especially for the open carry states such as North Carolina and West Virginia. And so it's very important for everybody, especially those of you who are in Putnam County, and there's a sheriff election that's going on in that county right now. You need to educate yourself and educate your neighbors. Anyways, that's an update for where we are in the open carry case out of Putnam County, West Virginia. My client Michael Walker. Take a look at it on our YouTube channel and also on our blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com.